How's it going, guys? So this is going to be a meal plan video, basically. It's the first kind of video I've done like this, so this feels a little bit weird, but we're going to go with it, and I'm going to basically show you what I'm going to be cooking for dinner tonight. I'm going to take you step by step, talk to you about the ingredients that I'm using and why I'm using them. Not necessarily too in depth, but I'll give my justification behind why I'm using them. And yeah, we're going to go through it. So tonight I have turkey burgers planned with sweet potato fries and some broccoli. I like to keep my diet in check, so I like to kind of keep it as low fat as possible. Nice healthy foods, good whole foods. So it's now about 7 o'clock, and yeah. I've just got the kettle boiling, ready for the potatoes. This is quite good, okay, so normally you'd put your water on for your potatoes and everything first, right? Well, the reason I've done it a bit later is because I'm going to use these things. Now, if you haven't got these, then don't worry, because it doesn't really make any bit of difference, but these are burger presses, so there's lots of different compartments, and that thing on top is a press, and you basically load all your meat or your mixture into these, press them down, and then they are like compartmentalized, and then stick them in the fridge. Sticking them in the fridge toughens like the whole burger up and helps bind it, and then once your water and everything is ready and you've got the right time, you can then stick your burgers on the George Foreman. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the burger mix into these molds, stick it in the fridge, and then I'm going to get on with the rest of the dinner. Okay, so now I'm going to get on and prepare the sweet potatoes. I've stuck the main oven on, that's on at about 180 degrees centigrade. And yeah, let's prepare the potatoes and then the broccoli. Alright guys, so I have now finished chopping up my sweet potato and peeling it. I'm about to add to some salted boiling water. One thing with potatoes, and this goes for any homemade chip. Firstly, I like to pre-boil mine first. It makes them more tender so that it takes less time in the oven. But also try and keep the chips about the same size, because whenever, and this goes the same for if you're going to have like roast potatoes or anything like that, and I guess boiled and mashed or any kind of potato that you cook, because if you've got varying sizes of potato, or in my case chips, what it's going to mean is that they may well boil fairly well together, but then when you come to put them in the oven to roast them and to crisp them up, you're going to get some fat ones that are perfectly nice and crisp, and then you're going to get some ones that are pretty black because they're quite small and obviously they get obliterated straight away. So try and keep them about the same size so that they cook more evenly and you get a whole tray of nice crispy chips rather than half a tray of crispy chips and then some black ones. Just a suggestion. So I have just strained my potatoes or my sweet potato fries, and I am now about to turn them into fries. My dish, or my baking tray even, that is currently in the oven getting really hot, is about to be met with the potatoes, and then I can't actually tell you right now how long it's going to take because I have no idea. I'm going to bung them in there and I'm going to leave them until I think they're done. Keep checking them fairly regularly, turning them over, making sure they're brown on all sides. Then I'm probably going to stick the burgers on. The thing with the burgers is because I'm using turkey mince, you got to make sure it's cooked through. Beef mince isn't such an issue and you can have it a bit pink. I actually quite like my beef quite pink. But with the turkey and any poultry, make sure you cook it all the way through because otherwise it will make you really ill. And you don't want that. So yeah. Another thing is that you'll obviously notice that I put seasonings and stuff like chili and things like that, paprika, into my burger mix. Now, those were just a few spices that I had in the house that I thought, you know what, that will probably be quite nice in a burger. You can use what you want. You know, if you don't like paprika, don't put paprika in. If you like your burgers quite spicy, I like mine to have a bit of a hit in them. Put more chili flakes in there, or you know, you can, I don't know, make them curry flavour and add curry sauce flavour into it, whatever, I don't know. I choose the seasonings because I thought they would work well together. But yeah, you can really stick whatever you want in there, or have a look online. You know, there's always some sort of recipe out there for a burger mix that's been tried and tested before. So mix it up. One thing I would say though, and this is why I was careful with the amount of salt and stuff I put in mine, is that certain spices, especially the mixes, they have ingredients that you wouldn't necessarily expect in there, like a high salt content. So if you're putting sort of mixed spices in, and then you're adding salt, your burgers may come out a lot saltier than you expect. Now, they may not taste overly salty, but it's not always about the taste. Like, I personally like to keep my salt content down. You know, my diet has enough salt in it anyway without sticking even more in from spices and stuff. So just be aware of that when you're adding your spices. But ultimately, you can put whatever spices in to your taste, really. So yeah, it's quite good. Okay guys, so here it is, the finished meal. You can just about see that. So I have, if I show you guys, I have 3 turkey burgers, a big portion of fries and some broccoli, and I am going to be drinking some lemon water. This is literally half a lemon that I've squeezed into a glass of water. It's just a great drink. It's like a super drink really. It tastes very lemony. I have done it with a whole lemon before and that's very acidic. I use a straw because obviously the acidity isn't good for your teeth, but this is a really nice fresh drink. It's like having a squash but without all the sugar, so I really like this. And yeah, this is like a pretty standard meal. Now, my portion size is huge. As you can see, this is a big plate of food. Now, I'm doing that because personally I'm trying to gain a bit of weight. It's very lean meat. There's not that much fat on this plate, but just play around with your portion sizes. So yeah, that was this video. This is my dinner. I'm literally about to tuck in. If you want any more videos, then please like and subscribe. Leave any comments if you want to see anything in particular. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to be able to do a few more of these. Like I said, this is the first one I've done, so apologies if it's not quite, perfect, but I'll get there. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy it.